Hi, this is KV, and this is the Moon Phase Report for Leo. So for you, there can be health concerns coming up right now, and I had heard that some sign was going to be going through that. So there may be things that are health related for you. With the way the energies are right now, it's something that just needs to be purged. It's something that just needs to come out of you. It was like how my cat, like a little while ago, like and she's like 15 or 16, and just, she had green, massive nasties all over her nose. And I noticed right away something was up because she didn't jump up to me in the morning, and then she was just like this, and it was so, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Do I need to go to the vet? This is so weird. I haven't seen green, like neon, coming out of a cat's nose before like that. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And fortunately, this kind of famous psychic an animal communicator, psychic, spirit guide woman who's pretty well known in the world, but she's a friend of mine. So I'm hooked up there where I get to go, I won't say her name, but I'm like, what's going on? What does this mean? But she was so funny because she was like, no, she's not sick. She's just purging something. She's releasing some things that you're going through and whatever. And I totally believed her because I know this woman is dead on in the real thing. And I know she can go in there and figure it out, but still, like, you're like, God, should you go to the vet? Although I didn't think that at all after she said it. I knew it. I let it go. She's purging something. And it was where the next day, she's totally fine. Everything's good. All da-da-da. But I mean, she was like that dying, where normally 99% you're racing to the vet. They go, da-da-da. You put on antibiotics, put them on this, whatever. But so what you could be going through is just something that is purging. It's not like you have to race to the doctor. Something, needs to leave your system. And it's just not in alignment with who you are, and it's not for your good. So you're gonna just let this go and kind of trust this process. There's different areas of how this is affecting you, but there's other things too that are awakening you to wanting not only to have more security, stability, feeling safe in this world, but there's the thing with you wanting to really know that you're really giving back, and really knowing that you're doing what you're here to do. There's just strong feelings, like even like I feel like you knew what you were supposed to do, like you've had those glimmers of this is it, and then they just had like these lifespans that now maybe you've gone to another level, so they don't feel as valuable, or they don't feel as giving, like you're really doing something. So there can be something where you are like, what am I really supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do that will really impact people and really be this powerful punch of like they will know me because I did whatever. So those are some kind of lingering thoughts with you right now, and quite possibly there's something that's needing to be let go in maybe that ego-based thing. Maybe it's something just so simple as you not needing to care about wanting attention, or you not being addicted to that affirmations of other people's reception of you. That was hard to put the words to, but the appraisal of others, right? So maybe there's something with you like needing to kind of not care so much about what you get back from what you do, but that you just love to do it and you're really good at it. Maybe it's just like some humble teacher who just knows they're good at this, they love to do it, and that's that. They don't need to have followers. They don't need to be like, because that's like the biggest kind of error in the spiritual world, and especially I think after 2012, is that ego just cannot be in on it. It can't be like, but I want to be famous, but I want to be noticed, but I want everybody to adore me, but I want this, and just like kind of like letting that go and letting that tie of needing that, so that you can just be free to create and do it because you love to do it. And if people end up loving it, awesome. But that can't be something that's in the immediate thoughts. This needs to be more something that is just like you love to do it and you're awesome at it. And there's a big chipping away that has to happen, you know, for you to get to that position of letting go of needing that approval, you know. And it was funny too, because, you know, I've had to learn this one from, well, you know, I have like this, gosh, which story did I want to share? There was like 3 of them. Okay, we'll just say this. With one of the reasons I did not want to really put myself up on YouTube is that I would know I would really be mingling in like mainstream too. And eventually, I mean, I knew I would have a lot of people that would be able to receive me and would love me and would enjoy this, but I know a lot of people would be very closed and would be like, oh my gosh, ugh, you know. And so I didn't really want to do it. I mean, that was kind of my main thing of like, I don't want to put myself out there to like a judging contest, you know. I don't really want to see that there's a possibility to do a negative, you know, because I just don't believe in that energy anyway. I don't think there should be those kind of voting things anyway, because it's personally based. And like I say, when anybody has a problem with you, I just imagine like a whole stadium of people, and I circle like that one head, and it's like that one person thinks you're a screw up, thinks you're a numbnut, thinks you don't have a clue of what's going on. And when you see it like that, it's like, whatever, who are you, you know? Why am I gonna like affect my confidence, let my confidence level, you know, plummet because you don't approve of me? But so I didn't really want to do that, because I'm still very sensitive to that. I'm very sensitive to being judged. I'm very, you know, I don't know that I would call it so much ego-based, because I mean, I'm sure it probably is because I'm saying that, but I just don't like to be put down, because I don't believe we're supposed to do that to people. I just don't. I don't think it's a nice way to be. I don't think judging a winner and a loser, those kind of things are really supportive in the world, where kind of thing. Like, I just think we need to see the strengths in people and to support them and just always have something good to say, you know. But anyway, so that's what kind of kept me from doing this for so long, because I have a lot of people that they love me or they hate me instantly, you know. And I bring out a lot. My destiny is called provoking for spirit too, so I push a lot of buttons in people, and a lot of them are empowered buttons where they're like, yeah, she woke something up in me. But there's other ones where they're like, who do you think you are? And so maybe you're coming to a balancing point of that, of not really caring. Oh, what I was going to say is I had that awaken in me just because I'm loading all these right now. I'm like recording them and loading them because I'm a little late, and because I played too much yesterday. Anyway, but so I noticed like last one I didn't have any thumbs down, but this one I've already gotten 2 thumbs down, and one of them had only had 8 views, and I'm like, oh my gosh, 8 views, and someone's already like signing in to be like, you know. And I was like, oh, I hate that. Why do people do that? That's so. But then I'm like, okay, whatever. I can't buy into it. It's not like I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing because that little person, you know, had to go and log all in to be like negative. You know, I wanna give in my feedback that is horrible what that person's doing. So that too even just came at me like, this is why I don't want to do it. And my first reaction too was, I was like, I shouldn't even record the rest of these. Nobody cares. And I'm like, wait, one person gave me a negative too, actually. And but like, we can't take that stuff personally. You know this. So that can be something going on right now. And let's see, so with Jupiter going into Cancer, okay, see, that's really cool. On the 26th, Jupiter's going into Cancer, Mercury's going retrograde on the same day. So there's all this like, there's, you know what it is it's like you're gaining so much more wisdom in your life right now, and you're going to be for the next entire year of more of those things that are separated from the ego, are more of those things that are working for the whole, are just working to nurture all, to care for all, to connect in a way with spirit through meditation, through isolation, through quiet time, to feel those moments of how we all are connected and we all are the same. And that's what I always say, like through astrology, like from studying it. I actually rejected it for like 8 years. I turned away from it for a long time. Started studying it as a child, but there was a point in my 30s when I didn't want anything to do with it because I felt like it was describing everybody. We're everybody. Like the deeper you go into it, the more you're everything. But that's when my rebirth and coming back into astrology was me making it more simple. Once I was just simple with it, it was totally valid. Once I could just keep on these simple descriptions and ways, it was totally valid and it meant more. And then my faith came back into it. I just knew I didn't need to delve so far down into, because there's so much to it. But by, being so involved in it with doing my birth chart books and having so many orders and always but just plugging away at all these key components. I don't know, it's just so cute. It's like we're all the same. I mean, things like this, when you delve into things like this, they just open to you to we're all the same and we're all just trying to survive and love our life and do the right thing and feel successful and feel like we're doing something. So over this next year, there can be this kind of awareness coming to you of not even needing to stand out so much as different and spectacular, but just doing what you're good at, loving what you're doing, and knowing you're contributing a piece to the whole, and that's good enough because you're loving what you're doing and you're good at it. Like those will be your main focuses of period. The rest will come together in its own time. I don't have to manipulate it. I don't have to be over the top and try to suck the energy in to fill this thing. I just think there's going to be much more of a settling down and a calmness and just, I'm loving what I'm doing and I'm good at it. Good enough. So with this Mercury, what's really great too with the Mercury Mercury going retrograde on the 26th, is that you are going to just naturally move into more of a space of wanting to be silent and wanting to analyze how things are going and moving along. With the new moon, I'll talk more about that, but you're also moving into that space before your birthday time where you really do look back at the whole year and say, did I do what I wanted to do? You'll go back and remember everything, how the year started, what you thought would happen, what you thought would work, what would be working, moving you forward. And now you're at the end of the year, so you're either looking back and, because there may have been really, really high hopes and it was like a burst of something, because you also had, well, not necessarily that, but there's been bursts of things. So something would happen, and you thought it would lead to 10 more things, but maybe it didn't. And then something else would happen, and you thought it would lead to these 10 more steps forward, and it didn't. So there could have been that going on. And now you're just kind of looking back and seeing. But what's really cool about this time, and you have to understand, is that it's almost like a catalyst for you to ask for more, for you to upgrade, for you to next year be like, you know what, next year I'm going to do da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It almost like the suppression or the looking at the limitation or the not feeling as satisfied opens you more to wanting to do more and to live it more and to be more present and make more of this next year. To be committed to, I am going to be present every day. I am going to love everything that I have every day and not be so concerned with this attention that I think I need in the future from these other people. I'm just going to love what I'm doing today, right now, right here. So that would be really cool if you could get to that be here now space, because I feel like there's this pressure in you to perform, to succeed, to be this thing that your mind thinks you need to be, that's so big and so recognized and maybe you'll just be coming down to trusting more of, allowing that to flow naturally, and knowing that it will come on its own accord and that you don't really have to do anything to make it happen. So those can be some of the things that will be coming to you over the next weeks. You'll definitely be more pulled in with the Mercury to really get quiet and more like feel through it all and really kind of go through what has happened and to really like come to peace to it and to be okay with it. There can be something too with needing to just come to an acceptance of it, but also seeing that it's showing you what you want to change now, what you want to make better, what you want to start doing. So you're going to want to be pulled back there. Can be kind of depressed feelings too, of just feeling like I don't want to do anything, I don't know what to do, like this really kind of stopped energy. But you just have to go with it. It's just to stop you, not only your body but your mind too. So that's what it's working towards. That's why it's happening, so that you will get still. Your body is being anchored into stillness, and your mind still maybe be like, but the whole point is that your mind's supposed to follow suit too, so that you can just, and then there will be a wealth of support, wisdom, nurturing feelings, you feeling like you are supported and you are safe in the world with where you are and what you're doing now. Okay, so I think we're going to leave it at that, and I will see you in 2 weeks with the new moon, and then we're going to start, kind of moving more towards birthday time, and then it's fresh start, and then it's making brand new lists of what you want this year to bring you. And then you got Jupiter working, and I don't know if I told you, but I'm going to be writing the article on the Jupiter and Cancer on Aquarius Nation very shortly, if I stop playing. I've been working so hard for so many months, and now I have this thing that has come in that is saving my life, and I can have more freedom now. And it's not really the time where I can have the freedom. I still have to do a lot of work. I have a week or two of slammed crazy work, but I'm so excited of having this prospect in the future that now all I want to do is rest and play, even though I really do have to get back to work. But I was like, take a break, you can take a break, you can take a couple days break and just play. And so that's where I'm at. All right, so you have a beautiful full moon. I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.